Guard! General salute! Present arms!
Pilot,
Sir?
if I want a cartilage operation, I'll call a doctor.
Sir.
Bring the guard to the shoulder, preferably without removing my kneecap.
Sir. Guard! Shoulder! Arms!
Order arms and dismiss them. We'll try again, as soon as I feel brave enough.
Sir. Guard! Order! Arms! Guard! Turn forward! Dismiss!
Number one.
Sir!
I want to see you. This ship will never get through its inspection.
Oh, one always feels that way, sir.
Does one? And does one also have to cope with a guard commander who thinks he's a samurai warrior?
No, sir.
A boat deck that looks like the aftermath of a pop festival?
Oh, we're working on it, sir.
And what about that forward mess deck?
Sir?
If Stanley went in there, he'd still be looking for Livingston.
Oh, the potted plants.
Potted plants? Need a machete to get through the hatch. I say again, this inspection is going to be a disaster. All the portents are bad. I spend a month chatting up Captain F, and what happens? He sails for the Med and we get an admiral to inspect us. Flag officer flotillas to inspect the canteen boat of the 4th Frigate Squadron. Talk about a sledgehammer to crack a nut. And I'm the nut.
Well, Admiral Staunton's all right, sir. It's a bit quaint, perhaps, but...
Never mind Admiral Staunton. Next trick of fate. The flotilla gets a new staff officer ops who just happens to be the last captain of HMS Hero.
Is that relevant, sir?
Not to you, he's your friend.
He was my commanding officer.
Commander Mark Niles, OBE Royal Navy. Paragon of all the virtues.
That's not entirely fair, sir.
How many times have I been told, oh, Commander Niles did it differently? Commander Niles used to say that Commander Niles had a theory. Well, I've got a theory too. That Niles plugs himself into the mains every morning. The only time he takes leave is when he wants his circuits changed.
You know him well, sir.
Ah, you recognize the description?
Well, I'd agree he is a rather single-minded officer.
To put it mildly.
But he's probably the best seaman in the fleet.
Yes, I know. Niles can do things with a Leander frigate that I couldn't do in a Phantom.
Well, he is a first-class ship handler, yes, sir.
And now he's the power behind the Staunton throne, which means that Niles will run our inspection.
Well, maybe he still has a soft spot for Hero.
But not for me.
Are you old rivals?
Enemies.
So tomorrow, ship inspection in the forenoon and evolutions in the afternoon.
And the sea inspection on Thursday, sir, sailing 0900.
Are you looking forward to stepping aboard Hero again?
Yes, sir. I thought I might wander that way this afternoon, sir. So a few false rumors about the evolutions.
That's what evolutions are for, isn't it? A bit of fun. What is it, usual thing? Hoist the national flag of Afghanistan at Outer Spitboy? Man the seaboat with cooks and stewards?
Well, yes, I'll keep them fairly straight on the day, sir, but that's no reason not to keep Glenn worried for 24 hours. Well, Glenn knows I wouldn't be underhand in the inspection proper, harbour or sea. That's too important. But, as you say, sir, the evolutions are a different matter. I could be as outrageous as I pleased.
So it's like that between the two of you?
Well, let's say, sir, that nothing would please me more than to have him awake all night worrying about the wrong set of evolutions.
So you're going to prepare him for the unusual?
Impossible. Will you be going to the CNC's reception tonight, sir?
Yes, I plan to.
I'll bet the heroes go. Try to pump us about what we're lining up. Perhaps we could agree some stories before we arrive, sir.
Mark, this is a Leander frigate we're inspecting, not KGB headquarters.
Well, I know Alan Glenn, sir. He's devious.
You going to the reception?
Yes, but you can't go.
Why not?
Well, it's for naval officers within the command.
Well?
I heard you transferred to the 17th, 21st Lancers.
Oh, very amusing. I get nervous.
Not half as nervous as the captain.
It's all right for you lot. You know this bloke Niles.
And that should give us confidence.
Well, you know what to expect.
Yes, pure hell. Especially in the sea inspection. And the evolutions.
Yes, what's with these evolutions? What are they supposed to prove? Teamwork, initiative?
Well, that sort of thing. And they're trying to make them funny.
Funny ha-ha or funny peculiar?
Well, I've had some good ones in my time. Rig the Stokers' mess as an isolation ward. Light the mainmast as a Christmas tree. Send greetings to the Lord Mayor by chariot. And supply a pair of ballet shoes in the Admiral's size.
Where do we get everything?
Ingenuity.
It's early closing tomorrow.
The requirement is for improvisation, not credit cards.
What are you doing here?
I'm Paul Peake. I live here.
You finished painting the chart room yet?
Waiting for the first coat to dry.
Then go and do some more sword practice.
That joke is wearing rather thin.
Like my patience. Anyone seen my new yachting magazine? Guess what?
Captain's had a haircut. Without anesthetic.
Alan Glenn and Mark Niles are old enemies.
Oh, no. Still, they're hardly the same type, aren't they? But if they're scoring points off each other...
Niles holds all the aces. We've got to change that. If only we had some idea of the exercises he's chosen for the sea day, it would help.
And tomorrow's evolutions. Knowing Niles, they could be really jokey. What about a stroll to the flagship? Spot of espionage.
On your bike, James Bond.
That's it.
And I thought Master Arms Hearn was unsubtle.
Do not knock my illustrious predecessor. That's his brand new civvy socks.
Talk about snivelling.
Psychology. All senior officers are vain. They come in, look around, see the photos, don't inspect the rest of the office.
Oh, yeah. The Admiral will be very chuffed to know that he's now hanging on the hook where he used to hang a pornographic calendar.
Well, I'll tell him he replaced my mother. Come to think of it, he looks like my mother, but not so manly.
I still think they've got a cheek.
But what could be better? Our Admiral, hero's former commanding officer, hero's present commanding officer.
Bridget Bardot, Ali McGraw and Jane Fonda.
You're kinky. Get on with your painting. And don't put any spots on my Admiral.
Ah, Derek.
So,
Been anywhere near the boat deck veg locker lately?
this morning, sir.
Without a gas mask?
Been cleared out now, sir.
About time. All right, that's 49 down, 82 jobs to go before tomorrow morning.
I sent Bill Kiley over to the flagship.
They're supposed to sacrifice maidens, not Rios.
Intelligence mission.
Oh. No chance of getting Niles here, I suppose. Or a crate of scotches.
It's a bit obvious, sir.
I'm beginning to think our only hope is that Paul will run the Admiral through. Even then, Niles would pick us up, blood on the flight deck.
Might I ask, sir, what it was that came between you and Commander Niles?
In 2 words, a woman.
Of course.
But to borrow the navigator's favourite phrase, it wasn't my fault. Must have been 8 years ago. I was in Eagle with the Vixen Squadron. Niles was embarked on the Admiral's staff. Even in those days, he was planning his career. picking himself out the right girl. But he chose one with an impeccable pedigree. Elder daughter of the Chief of the Defence Staff, goddaughter of some cabinet minister or other. It so happened that she was built like a dream, with a face that could launch whole fleets.
What was her name?
Dorcas.
Who?
It's Greek for gazelle. Her parents didn't know the word for sexpot.
What happened?
Well, as I say, it wasn't my fault. The squadron knew what young Mark was up to, so they challenged me to take her off him.
And you did?
Of course.
Well, all's fair in love and war.
Not quite. Niles is not a bad-looking fellow, and the honor of the squadron was at stake. I couldn't risk straight combat. So I told her a very, very sad and very complicated story about how every second generation in his family were idiots.
And he found out?
Much later, after she'd married some chinless wonder from the Blues and Royals. He's a full colonel now, of course.
Could be a very rough inspection.
Tell Paul to sharpen his sword.
Hello, Bill.
Hello, sir.
I'm just on my way to your steamer.
I'm on my way to yours.
Oh, really? Spying?
Borrowing a cup of sugar.
Well, good luck. But you're wasting your time.
Well done, Bill. We'll take it from there. Derek?
Sir!
It's the navigator's birthday.
Is it, sir?
It is now. Niles is on his way over here.
And he ought to walk in on a small party in the wardroom.
Well, you said it yourself. It mustn't make it too obvious.
I'll fix it.
Fix him. We want to know what the evolutions are going to be and what he has in mind for the sea inspection. And don't get him speechless.
Aye, aye, sir. Paul? Yes? It's your birthday!
Why does it have to be my birthday?
Shut up and look happy.
Room for a small one?
Oh, nice to see you. I think you know my first lieutenant.
Derek, how are you?
Hello, sir.
And our birthday boy, Paul Peake.
Oh, am I intruding?
Oh, not at all, sir. Just a small celebration. Can I get you a drink?
Oh, white rum if you have it. Well, time for parties, eh? Not too twitched about the inspection.
If we're not ready now, we never will be.
Good. Thank you, Paul. Well, any happy returns?
Oh, thank you, sir.
We're all hoping you're still well disposed towards Hero.
Oh, I am, but I'm not dropping any hints.
Not even as a birthday present.
Sorry, Derek. Now, the Admiral would know. He's a sharp old bird.
How is he anyway?
Well, I can't blame him, I suppose.
For what?
Well, it's his foot.
What?
You know, gout. Well, you must have heard the whole flotilla knows.
Oh, come on. You're going to have to do better than that. Beware the Ides of Mark.
Well, you wait. Anybody who treads on his toes tomorrow, literally or figuratively...
You mean it?
Obviously, you haven't come within range lately. That's that foul rubbish he drinks.
He drinks dry sherry and gin and tonic, we checked.
Oh, he used to. He's on Planter's rocket now.
On what?
By some vile concoction he discovered in Bermuda.
Planters?
Rocket.
What's in it?
I have no idea. I wouldn't use it to clean the bilges. Long ship, this?
Paul, another drink for our staff officer ops.
Oh, certainly, sir.
I'm most grateful. Thank you very much. Pier Steward! Oh.
Kylie!
Good Lord. After all these years,
I'm surprised you remember, sir.
how could I forget? The only man in the Med ever to beat me at chess. And drinking, of course.
Sir.
What was that game we used to play?
Oh, 7s, 14s, 21s.
That's it. And you put me under the table one night in the Phoenicia. Oh, damn. Oh. What are you doing now, Bill?
I'm in Hero, sir. The wheel.
Oh, really? So I'm the enemy at the moment.
I hope not, sir.
Well, so do I. Matter of fact, Mark Niles is over there now. Just to put him at ease.
I can't remember exactly how the story ended, but I know it was very funny at the time. Another drink, sir.
Oh, thank you, Derek.
How many is that?
This will be his 8th. Double.
Must have a head like a rock.
Both the Admiral and I are gunnery officers, so it would be reasonable to expect the 4-5s to figure.
I didn't expect you to order bows and arrows. What about NBCD?
Well, it stands for Nuclear, Biological and Chemical Damage Control.
Thank you.
Oh, cheers, Derek.
So,
Yes, did you see Lily Beavis? She's making her comeback in Portsmouth.
Lily Beavis? The old-time film star?
Making a comeback?
Yes, as a cabaret artiste.
She must have both feet in the grave and an ankle.
Don't let Admiral Staunton hear you say that.
Oh?
To Archie Staunton, she is the perennial sex symbol. His first love. He used to sit in the 1 and 9, but he's a drool over her.
Oh, really?
He's been trying to figure out how to get her down to the flagship, get her autograph in his visitor's book. Or something. Trouble is, she's gone very grand again. Won't see anyone. Except, of course, the paying customers. Well, I must stagger back. Let you get on with the battle.
We'll see you later on this evening at the CNC Thule.
You're going to that too.
well, naturally, it's free.
You really aren't worried, are you?
Why should we worry when the staff officer ops is a friend?
Right, we'll try it again.
Regulating office ready for inspection. Leading regulator Fuller reporting, sir.
Thank you, Fuller. Ah! Who put those up?
The Master Arms, sir.
Jolly good, jolly good. Tell me, Fuller, how do you enjoy Portsmouth?
Fine, sir.
What takes your interest in the city?
Pub, sir.
Not the pubs. The museums, the places of culture, the old churches.
Are there places of culture in Portsmouth?
How would I know? Let's get on with it. Does that drawer open?
Yes, sir.
Don't open it. Not unless he tells you to. Don't volunteer anything. If he's doing the inspection, it's up to him to... What is this?
That's Brahms.
Brahms?
Lieutenant Peake's teddy bear.
Are you trying to tell me that the navigating officer can't get in and out of harbour without his teddy bear?
He's a sort of mascot.
Well, what's he doing in the regulating office? Looking for a row warrant to Paddington?
Got to mend him. He's got a hole in his back.
What happened? Lieutenant Peake stabbed him with his sword.
The question is, can we believe it?
Wouldn't trust any man who drinks 8 double rums and walks away sober.
Ah, Bill, what did you get?
Well entertained and mildly drunk, sir.
Well, we didn't even have that pleasure. Sit down. Now, I think he was trying to rattle us with this story about the Admiral's gout. And as for
The Admiral has got a bad foot, sir.
You seen him?
He was definitely in pain with his right foot.
So, if that's true,
Planter's rocket.
No. Can you see Archie Staunton on some wild, exotic West Indian drink?
Funny you should mention that.
Yes.
Well, the Admiral reminded me. A favourite game we used to play. 7s, 14s, 21s.
a drinking game.
Yes, you throw dice. The one who throws 7 nominates the drink. using up to 5 different liqueurs or spirits in the one glass.
The one who throws 14 pays for it, the one who throws 21 drinks it.
That's right.
Fleet Air Arm game.
It's a Medfleet game.
It's a suicide game.
But it proves that Archie Staunton likes exotic mixtures.
Or did? I mean, how long ago was all this?
Well, we were both very young.
Things may have changed since the day of the galley.
Well, coracles, actually, covered in animal skin.
All right. But let's accept that he's at least capable of drinking Planter's Rocket.
And if that's true,
Lily Beavis.
Lily Beavis? Is she still alive? Good
Now,
heavens.
we've done that bit. Right. Likely evolutions. Supply 1 glass of Planter's Rocket on a silver tray.
We'll have to find out what goes into it.
That's your job, Paul. But how? Phone every bar in Bermuda if you have to. Next, supply 1 autograph of Miss Lily Beavis.
Better make that a signed photograph.
Right, someone better catch your show tonight.
No, sir.
What?
Read the paper. Doesn't open till Saturday.
Does it say where she's staying?
Royal Western Hotel.
Oh, not me, sir. I'm not her type.
Who is?
Well, she was married for a while, sir.
Oh?
Yeah, it's a big thing about it in the papers. Photographs and everything. Husband was, he was a wrestler.
Wrestler?
Huge, great, hairy beast. Had a nickname. Something to do with Gibraltar. The Barbary Ape. That was it.
Barbary Ape. Barbary Ape.
Has to be.
Paul? Go and get our new Master at Arms. Yes, sir.
Gout?
Afraid so, sir, yes. Comes from drinking Planter's Rocket.
What the devil's that?
I don't know, I made it up.
Mark, you're wicked.
Well, it serves him right, sir. They try to get me paralyzed.
Well, they don't appear to have succeeded.
No. Hero's wardrobe now boasts one very drunken ashtray.
What?
One of those large brass shell cases. Most of my drinks went in there when Glenn wasn't looking.
Much easier for them if they just did the inspection.
Oh, that would take away all the fun, sir. Glenn only wants to put one over the star. He's been doing that for rather too long.
Anything else I should know before the reception?
Ah, yes. You have an undying affection and admiration for Lily Beavis.
What, the actress-singer woman?
Yeah, she's making a comeback in Portsmouth.
Good Lord. And I'm a fan,
Veritable devotee, sir.
so I like them in large lumps, sir.
Lily Beavis, sir?
Correct.
But, sir...
All we want is a signed photograph.
Yes, sir, but what will she want?
You'll have to haggle.
Sing to her.
Talk old movie.
Play Romeo to her Juliet.
I've heard it called some things in my time.
Get shifted, Master. Back here in half an hour for inspection.
But, sir... Aye, aye, sir.
It's not much, is it? 2 possible evolutions.
It's a start. We got those out of him in the lunchtime session. There's still tonight's reception.
Is it worth the aggro?
Yes, every point I score tomorrow is going to tilt that smile on Niall's face.
This job's enough to drive you to drink.
Where's your sense of humour?
Somewhere between Shady Grove Coolers and Corpse Reviver number 2. Why can't admirals go for best bitter or brown ale?
Well, it wouldn't look right on a silver tray.
Well, if we ever do find out what Planter's Rocket is, I shall personally shove it down Niles's throat. Silver tray and all.
Oh. You must always get a seat on a bus.
He could have canned that.
What do you use? Odie Haggis?
Well, what do you use? Shark repellent?
Right, Patrick, get yourself changed while I go and see the captain.
Change for what?
You're coming with me.
A chaperone.
Bodyguard.
And then I rang the Admiral's steward in the flagship.
Yes?
Commander Niles has ordered him not to divulge the ingredients.
Niles isn't playing the game. I don't suppose you could ask the Admiral himself.
Well, I don't know him, sir.
And introduce yourself. After all, you're going to cut off his leg in the morning. I remember at the moment we stand a very good chance of a disastrous inspection. Don't come back until the odds are changed, and that means until you've changed them. Come in.
Reminds me of that bar in One Chai.
The upstairs part, of course.
If you remember, I waited downstairs
All
for
right,
you.
you two. Not bad at all, Master.
Thank you, sir.
And the hat? All set?
Yes, sir.
Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
And Master,
Sir.
don't get arrested.
Here we are, sir.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Oh, it's quite innocuous, sir.
Oh, I hope so.
Here comes the heavy mob. Don't forget to hobble on the bad leg, sir.
You wouldn't like me to put a parrot on my shoulder as well, would you?
Oh, why not, sir? Glenn's quite taken by birds.
Target at red 20. Green dress.
Acquired, sir, but not recognized.
Then we must investigate.
So we're here to tackle Commander Nile.
I haven't forgotten. Bill,
Sir,
anyone tries to go off with that girl before I get to her, assassinate her.
she could be married, sir.
No, she's too happy.
Good evening.
Yes?
Could I have the number of Miss Beavis's suite, please?
I'm sorry, sir. Miss Beavis has given strict instructions. Her whereabouts cannot be divulged to anyone.
That is not anyone.
No.
That is Mr. Gaylord Fuller,
Really?
the songwriter.
Never heard of him.
But Miss Beavis has.
Oh, Miss Beavis. Reception here, madam. I'm sorry to disturb you. I have a Mr. Gaylord Fuller to see you. A songwriter. Yes, Miss Beavis, I'll convey those sentiments to Mr. Fuller. Miss Beavis suggests that Mr. Fuller should do some rather painful and impractical things with his songs.
Gaylord, we are leaving.
Did she give you the room number?
She wouldn't give you the time of the day in a watchmaker's shop.
Oh, good. Can I get back on board now?
She didn't have to. It was on the telephone list. Room 200. Come on.
Well, I hope you'll give us a chance to show you what our flight can do. Thursday's sea inspection.
Mark?
Well, as I remember, sir, it's winching the first lieutenant off the radar aerial 965.
While it's turning.
Very well. You all right, sir?
Yes, sir.
Planter's rocket, please.
Pardon, sir?
Planter's rocket, please.
Frappy or straight, sir?
Oh, straight.
Very good, sir. One planter's rocket, sir.
very good.
Is it, sir?
What's in it?
I'm sorry, sir, that's a trade secret.
Secret?
Yes, sir, you know, like the magic circle.
Oh. Well, the problem is, I have to find out. It's a sort of test.
I wish I could be of help, sir.
Well, perhaps if I went on drinking them? Tried to kind of isolate each taste?
Oh, sorry, sir, I'm afraid not. Professional integrity won't allow me to serve more than one of them a night, sir.
Oh, is it very alcoholic?
I believe it has been used as an anaesthetic, sir.
Could I leave it behind the bar?
Sir?
It's all right, I don't drink.
No, sir.
I'll collect it when I leave.
As you wish, sir.
Don't worry. I know what I'm doing.
Yep.
Good evening, sir.
Who says?
I'm the manager, sir, and this is my press officer.
Is that right?
We were wondering if we could have 2 minutes of Miss Beavis's time, sir. It's for a press release. We said we'd do it to save her being interrupted.
Why her?
I beg your pardon, sir?
I'm famous too.
Oh, I'm sure you are, sir.
Barbary Ape.
Well, if that's what you say, sir, that's what I am.
I am the Barbary Ape. Wrestler.
Of course, sir. Gaylord, take Mr. Beavis down...
Bruton.
Yes?
Cecil Bruton.
Oh, I'm sorry. Take Mr. Bruton down to the bar and get his life story. You can take your time. Thank you, Gaylord.
Right-o, Marmaduke.
Hello. Who are you?
I'm...
Yes?
Look, my name's Harry Burnett, Miss Beavis, and I'm a Master at Arms in the Navy.
Ooh, a sailor. Won't you sit down?
Thank you, Miss Beavis.
Where's Cecil gone?
My associate took him down at the bar.
Oh, good. Fancy. A real live sailor, eh?
Well, sort of.
Do you like games?
Games?
I know just the game to play with a sailor.
Good evening.
Hello.
I'm Charles Cregan, captain of Her Majesty's ship Zephyr. Charlie to you.
Diana, to you.
I'm Bill Kiley. May I join you? Oh, you haven't got a drink?
No, just arrived. I've been taking my first lieutenant to hospital. He turned in for a dog watch ziz, fell off his bunk, broke a leg. Damned unreasonable of him on a party night, eh?
Well, I know just the thing for you. The kind of punch they have at the bar. And you're on...
White wine, thank you.
One moment. Paul. Hello. Would you excuse us, please? Did you say you've got a planter's rocket?
Yes. It's behind the bar.
And it's potent?
Liquid atom bomb.
Then get it.
What?
Get it now.
Well, you can't have it. I'm going to take it back to the ship, analyse it.
Stupid.
No, I've got this plan. If
It's
I mix
an emergency.
What?
Some smooth young commander is zeroing in on the captain's bird. I'm under orders to assassinate anyone who goes near her.
Poor guy.
He's the captain of Zephyr.
Well, even so.
Zephyr is the ship which came in yesterday and blew soot all over our paintwork.
I hope it blows his head off.
H8.
H8. A hit. You've sunk my aircraft carrier.
Oh, super. I'm beating a sailor.
Another time I hopped over to Guernsey in a 40-footer. I took a crew of girls. Jolly good they were, too. Do you, sail, Diana?
No, I don't.
What a pity. I always say...
Are you all right?
It's, most hot, isn't it?
No?
Oh, yes, it is.
I'm most awfully sorry.
Could happen to anyone.
Your boy's running herd on Diana for you?
Diana?
C&C's daughter.
Really?
She must be on her own tonight.
How do you know she's on her own?
Oh, she's, cheers.
Cheers.
She's, looking for a lift.
But doesn't she live here? Admiralty House with the C&C?
No. She has, She has a pad down the road.
Does she?
You don't stand a chance.
No?
Well, she's got the choice of the whole command.
I am the choice of the whole command.
Well, what about the inspection?
What about it?
Well, you're going wenching and carousing the night before.
I'll be back on board and asleep by midnight.
Still fancy yourself as a fast worker?
Lightning.
Six.
Harry, you're cheating. It's a 5. And you're on a snake. Whee!
Alan Glenn.
Hello, Anne.
I know. Diana. I always find out about the prettiest girl at a party.
Thank you.
And if I can summon up the courage, I might even ask her out to dinner.
Well, I'd love to, but I should really try and get home. And I haven't got a car.
I have. I'll drive you home. After dinner.
You do know who I am?
I do, and it doesn't make the slightest difference.
Well, it's very kind of you.
Pleasure.
I was going to stay here, but I'd rather get home. To my own bed.
Then it's settled.
If you're sure.
Diana, I shall take you out to dinner, and then I shall drive you home. That's not just a promise, it's a solemn undertaking.
Then thank you. I accept.
Excuse me, one moment. You practicing semaphore or having a fit?
Do you know who she is?
Yes, Niles told me. C&C's daughter.
But not the local C&C.
What?
C&C Fleet. And she lives with Daddy in Northwood, Middlesex.
But I've just promised solemnly to drive her home. Niles told me she had a pad down the road.
80 miles down the road. And 80 miles back. You better get going.
I can't.
What?
I promised to take her out to dinner first.
You're going to be up half the night.
Good night, gentlemen.
Good night.
Good night, Derek. Good night. Lightning.
There must be something we can do.
Well, short of calling out the AA and the RAC.
If he's at Northwood, we could signal C&C Fleet.
Oh, yes. Immediate to C&C. Please proceed your daughter's bedroom. Please shake my captain. Please remind him about a certain inspection.
They're digging up the A3.
Always are, sir.
Roads full of holes.
Always is, sir.
Drove into one. Diana put her back out.
So you didn't?
No, I didn't. The most exciting thing that happened to me tonight was a puncture just outside Guildford if I could get my hands on Niles. Is he dead?
No, sir. He spent the night trying to recreate a planter's rocket, mixing drinks and testing them, trying to get one the same taste as the one at the party.
And?
And at 1 o'clock this morning, the CNC's barman called with a conscience. Planter's rocket doesn't exist.
It doesn't.
No, sir, neither does.
And Paul?
He got out the teddy bear and beat it up.
Oh, Paul Brahms.
It's not Brahms, sir. It's the other one. List.
We have two mascots.
Both on the ship's books, sir.
For all the good they're doing, they could be on the Admiral's staff.
Yes, sir.
Immediate from CNC Fleet. The emergency ship is to be sailed with all dispatch. Surveillance job. Large Russian force coming up the channel.
Yes, sir.
You're very cheerful for a man just dragged from his bed.
I keep thinking of the local weather reporter.
What weather report?
Severe depressions over HMS Hero.
Hey, who's going to believe I was up till 4 o'clock in the morning playing snakes and ladders? Right.
Master at Arms, Fuller, in here. Brahms.
List.
No, sir. Just tired.
I'm not surprised. Many a good tune, eh, Master?
I knew it. Mission accomplished, sir.
Oh, well done. I trust the sacrifice wasn't supreme.
Beyond the call of duty, sir.
To a very game sailor.
Would you excuse me, sir?
Yes, of course, Master. You must be tired. It's as well the lady is of ample bulk.
Sir?
She's all that stands between us and the wrath of Staunton.
Yes, sir. Oh, thank you, sir.
The emergency ship is HMS Zephyr.
Yes, sir.
Zephyr's captain
Charlie Cregan.
has gone down with some bug. Food poisoning or something.
I saw him at the reception.
And so did I. Said he'd just popped in to show his face. One drink and he'd be off, he said.
Isn't Zephyr's first lieutenant qualified for ship command?
Hospital, broken leg.
Then, who is it, sir? We're,
The CNC has told us to sail Hero forthwith.
But, Exmouth's in number 3 basin.
Extended notice for steam.
The Amazon.
Doing a following sales conference. No, it has to be Hero.
But the inspection.
Postponed. Till Captain F gets back from the Med, when he'll do it.
I can't help feeling.
What?
Somehow they worked this.
Who?
Those pirates in Hero.
Oh, fuck. What did they do? Divert the Russian Navy? Poison Cregan?
Never mind that, Chief. I want you flashed up in record time and out to sea. Not true. All I want to do is go to bed.
And me. Oh, be quiet and drink your coffee. Well, at least there's some justice in the world, sir. It was Niles that started the Planter's rocket saga.
And in the end, it torpedoes the emergency ship and gets us off the inspection.
Torpedoed me as well.
Be quiet.
And drink your coffee.
Send this to Admiral Staunton in a plain brown wrapper.
Captain's cabin, Kylie. Roger. Follow-up signal from the flagship.
The inspection's on again.
Worse. Staff officer operations will sea ride in Hero during a surveillance duty.
Niles coming with us?
You could say, Niles rides again.
Be quiet
And drink your coffee.
Come 5 degrees to port.
Port wheel, steer 186.
Port wheel, steer 186.
Comfortable? Fine, thank you. Good. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you. You remember Dorcas? The gazelle I would have married but for you.
My St. George bit.
Hmm?
Keeping the dragon from the fair maiden.
Oh? I met her husband the other day.
Oh?
He asked me to lend him a £5.
Yes?
He'd run out of pocket money. She wouldn't give him any more.
So the gazelle turned out to be a shrew.
Too right. You saved my life.
We all make mistakes.